All right, Ixl S.9. All right, so here they're telling us that our y-intercept is positive 8, and then we also have a slope of 2. What's the equation in slope-intercept form? So y equals mx plus b is our slope-intercept form. We got to know that m stands for our slope, b stands for our y-intercept. So we're just going to take our numbers and plug it in. Y and x stay a part of the function because that represents all the ordered pairs that would fall on this line, and there's lots of them. All right, so all we have to do is plug in our m. So our slope is 2, so we put a positive 2 here. Our y-intercept, our b, is a positive 8, so I put a plus 8 at the end. So there is my equation in slope-intercept form. Next one, this one has a y-intercept of 3 and a slope of 0. What's the equation in slope-intercept form? So same thing, y equals mx plus b. All right, m stands for slope, b stands for y-intercept. Y equals, and I'm going to just put my y and my x because those are the mainstays. They represent every ordered pair that would fall on this line. All right, and now I'm going to plug in my slope. My slope is 0, so I'm going to plug in a 0 for my m. My b, my y-intercept, is positive 3. All right, well, 0 times x, all right here, 0 times x, if we were to do that, that's just 0. Anything times 0 is just 0. So really that's irrelevant in this problem, and we would just have y equals 3. All right, so that would be our final answer. Next one here, and if you want to go up in your point values, or if you need to do that, then this one's a little bit different. Okay, so if you already have your SMART score, then you're good. But this one has a slope of 1 and passes through the point 36. What's the equation in slope-intercept form? So remember, we got to think about all the information they give us here. So we know m stands for slope. We know b stands for y-intercept. All right, and one of the things I've been saying is that the y and the x, these represent all ordered pairs on the line. So the information they give us in this problem is, well, they tell us the slope is 1, so we know our m. And then they give us a point. All right, so they give us an ordered pair. Well, if they give us an ordered pair, then they give us an x and a y. So in our y equals mx plus b, I know I have an x value. All right, and then, get a different color here, I know I also have a y value. So the only thing I'm missing is the b. So we plug in what we have and solve for what we don't have. All right, so I know my y, if I plug that in, is 6, or substitute it in. My m is 1. So for m, I'm going to plug in 1. For x, I'm going to substitute in 3. And then what I don't know is my b. All right, so 6 equals, well, 1 times 3 is 3 plus b. Now if I want to solve this for b, all right, I'm solving this equation for b. All right, that means I would want to minus 3 from both sides. So b would equal positive 3. Now I can write the equation in slope-intercept form. All right, so I had to do that in order to get where I needed to get. So y equals mx plus b. When we go to write it back in the form, the only two things we substitute in are m and b. Y and x stay as part of the equation because, again, it represents all ordered pairs. They just happen to give us one ordered pair on this line. So now we would plug in our m, which we know is 1, slope of 1. And then now we know our b is positive 3. So now I have the equation in slope-intercept form. It can be written like that, or just y equals x plus 3. All right, same thing. So hopefully this helps you with this IXL.